Hello, and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations and performance support. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to your online learning journey. We are thrilled to be a part of your professional growth in this dynamic industry. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that is fundamentally changing hospitality, the autonomous hotel, and what it takes to lead one as we head towards 2026.
So, let's start with this foundational idea. This quote really says it all. For the longest time, technology in our industry was seen as a luxury, a kind of optional add-on. But that mindset, it's completely outdated. As we look at the market today, you have to understand that automation isn't just a way to get a competitive edge anymore. It is the new starting point. It's the operational baseline for how any modern hotel can hope to run efficiently and, more importantly, to grow.
All right, let's get into it. Section 1, the new operational baseline. We're going to explore how technology is truly reshaping the foundation of modern hospitality. So what does this new baseline actually look like in practice? Well, just think about the old way of doing things. If a hotel wanted to grow its business, what did you have to do? You had to hire more people. More bookings meant more staff. It was a simple, direct line, right? Automation completely shatters that model. It allows you to scale up, to handle so much more business without having to proportionally increase your headcount. And why is that? Because all of those predictable, repetitive tasks are now handled by intelligent systems.
And what this creates is a really powerful new division of labor. On one side, you have your human talent, your people. They are finally freed from being buried in spreadsheets and administrative work. Instead, they can focus on what they do best, the uniquely human side of things. High-stakes negotiations, building genuine relationships, what we can call the art of the guest. And on the other side, well, that's where the intelligent systems come in. They flawlessly handle the repetitive tasks, the data processing, everything that makes up the science of the stay. This new model leads to a state that I like to call infinite readiness. So what does that mean? It means your hotel is always truly open for business. A potential client sends an inquiry for a conference at 3 a.m. They get an instant, personalized, and accurate response. A last-minute booking comes through. It's handled seamlessly, without a hitch. No lead is ever lost simply because it's after hours. Your hotel is, quite literally, always on. Okay, moving on to our next section, automation strategic value. Here, we're going to break down the 3 measurable pillars of its impact on your hotel's operations. And listen, this isn't just some abstract theory. The value you get from automation is highly measurable, and it all comes down to 3 key areas of impact that you can see clear as day on your bottom line. Let this number sink in for just a moment. 40%. Almost half of a skilled sales manager's day is spent on administrative drudge work. We're talking about time that is not spent selling, not spent building client relationships. It's spent on data entry, manual follow-ups, and paperwork. That is a huge drain on productivity, and it is precisely the problem that automation is designed to eliminate. And here is the result when you solve that problem. A salesperson's capacity just explodes. Look at this chart. A salesperson on a manual team might be able to handle a certain volume of leads. We'll call that 1x. But with the right automation tools, that same salesperson can handle 5 times the volume. 5 times! This isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. It's about giving your team tools that amplify their effectiveness. This is what true scalable growth without team burnout really looks like.
So let's just recap those 3 pillars. First, you have time saving. We're talking about reclaiming thousands of hours every single year. Second, improved accuracy. This is huge. You eliminate those small but costly human errors that can creep into guest records and contracts. And third, scalable growth. You can instantly handle a massive surge in leads without having to scramble and hire more staff. You see how they all work together? You save time, which lets your team handle more business, all built on a foundation of accuracy that protects your brand and your revenue.
Okay, so we've covered the why. Now let's dive into the what. How does automation actually show up in the day-to-day operations of a hotel? I want to be clear. These are not science fiction concepts. These are real, tangible tools that are redefining the guest journey right now. Just look at these applications. With intelligent email, a guest might browse your Christmas package page but not book. The system can automatically send them a personalized offer 24 hours later. Or think about 24/7 conversational AI. A guest can ask about suite availability for their anniversary and complete the entire booking right there in a chat window with no human intervention needed. And for your corporate clients, dynamic contracts mean a customized proposal can be in their inbox error-free before they've even hung up the phone. It's a total game changer. Now, I know this might all sound a bit complex, but getting there is actually a clear, step-by-step process. In this section, I want to give you an implementation blueprint, and I want you to think of this as your framework because you are the future leaders of this industry. You are the ones who will be guiding these incredible transformations.
The key is a disciplined approach. Step 1 is to audit. You have to identify every single repetitive, predictable manual task your team is doing. Step 2 is selection. This is where you choose specialized software, and the key is to find tools with open APIs, which just means they can talk to each other. Step 3, and this is maybe the most important, is training. You have to empower your staff to use these new tools to build deeper guest relationships. And finally, step 4 is optimization. This is never a set-it-and-forget-it solution. You must constantly review the data and refine your systems for better performance.
And that brings us to what is arguably the most crucial point in this entire conversation. The key to success is staff empowerment, not staff replacement. Let's be absolutely crystal clear about this. Automation in hospitality is not about replacing people. It is about elevating them. It's about turning a front desk agent into a true guest ambassador and a sales manager into a strategic partner for their clients. This leads us to our final and perhaps counterintuitive idea, the autonomous hotel paradox. It might sound strange at first, but it's probably the most important concept we'll cover today, how adding more technology actually creates a more human experience. So let's ask the question that's probably on everyone's mind. Does more technology mean less human connection? This is the big fear, isn't it? The question that always comes up. As we add more systems and more AI, are we creating a cold, impersonal experience? Are we stripping the very humanity out of hospitality?
Well, the answer, perhaps surprisingly, is a firm no. In fact, the opposite is true. Here's the solution to the paradox. By automating the robotic, we free ourselves to master the human. Think about it. We take all the robotic tasks off our team's plate so they can focus entirely on what technology can never do, create genuine connections, show true empathy, and design those truly delightful, memorable moments for our guests.
And that's really the key takeaway here. In the end, the goal isn't to be the most high-tech hotel, it's to be the most human hotel. Technology simply becomes the key that unlocks our ability to get back to the true heart of hospitality. It allows us to focus on our primary mission, creating unforgettable moments of guest delight. Thank you for your time.